This is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's part. Bright light city.
Hey everybody, it's the Sunday Morning Breakfast Radio presents the Power Review Show. This is our review of the episode, the Star Series Power. It is episode 305, probably the best episode of the year, titled Help Me. Man, where do we start? Let's start it this way, because we didn't have our regular Sunday Morning Breakfast Radio show that comes on 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Soundcast FM. But, so I get a call from you.
Correct.
And you tell me, listen, you've got to watch this week's Power episode.
We literally were going to take a week off. We
Right.
said, yo, we'll just chill. We'll do next week's episode.
Right.
This weekend was so crazy. I came here straight from work.
Right.
Not from church or my lawyer. Relax. Okay? I came here straight from work. Okay, to 9 to 5.
Right.
So I say, yo, we have to do this. It's a must.
Right.
But before we get into anything, I do have a complaint. For those of you who ruined this episode, I got one of these for you.
Yeah.
You deserve this.
Now, what's the
Okay?
problem? What's the problem?
The problem is when people get killed on popular series, I'd like to find out as I'm watching it,
Right.
not from reading effing Facebook
Right.
or my inbox. Yo, some people inboxed me 8 in the morning yesterday
Really?
to discuss this with me. And I get it. We're all excited. We love it.
Right.
But I'm in New York. I'm on the East Coast.
Yes.
Let's just pretend I'm watching it at 9 o'clock Eastern like everyone else is.
And let's be clear, the tweets were coming out 12:01.
Yes.
I mean,
12:04.
super
It
reckless.
was ridiculous,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to ask you people, like, so how do you feel about engagements or surprise parties? How soon does Santa know? Do your kids know that Santa doesn't exist?
Right.
Straight out the womb, you know, son. I brought you that. I mean, like, relax a bit.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
But to clear up your anger has to deal with the major news of the episode, and that being the death of Holly.
I gotta say something. I'm sorry.
Which we are so happy about, baby.
I'm gonna say I told you.
You did.
I told you.
Okay, fair
did.
enough.
I
yes.
told all of you.
You did. You last week's episode, he said, yo, they're going to kill her in the next 2 episodes. And I said, you're a dreadlock idiot. Ghost should kill you. That's what I said.
You
But
did say
you were
that, yes.
absolutely right.
Right.
And I'm glad
You
you
got to give him kudos.
You didn't get killed along with the other Jamaicans in the show. I'm glad. Okay.
All right, so let's start there. So obviously, Holly, previous episode has set up Ghost. Went to the Jamaicans to pay for the hit to get rid of Ghost, and so she came clean. One thing that we also did see was, I mean, she never revealed that she was pregnant to Tommy.
That I felt bad about.
She never revealed that to Tommy. Yeah. So the whole time Tommy and her are in the apartment, they're concerned about Lobos because initially he thinks that Lobos ordered the hit out on him. Come to find out later on in the episode, he finds out that it was actually the Koreans. But so they spend the whole time in their apartment. And it's funny, Tommy's mother comes and pays a visit.
What a weird relationship.
This is the
But
I don't know what
scene-
freaked me out more, the kissing on the lips or
Or the snorting with your mother.
yeah, I don't know what's weird.
Some quality time. They both got their head up the glass, snorting away.
Right.
Yo, that scene was so crazy when the mother first walked in and looked at Holly.
Yeah.
Because they both looked at each
alike.
other and said,
Right.
shit, we're spitting images of each other.
Right.
Like Holly said, you Oedipus complex having
Yeah,
mother
yeah.
effer. Because he clearly went and got a younger version of his
Of his
mother.
mom.
And the
Absolutely.
mother herself looked at Holly like, ugh,
Right.
disgusted.
Right. And yeah, they definitely look the same, and that's been the ongoing theme with Tommy and the girls that he's attracted to is that they all look like his mom.
Yeah.
So she pays a visit, and she's worried about checks because the house is being foreclosed on, or she's late on the mortgage or whatever. So she finally meets Holly. Doesn't go so well. Tasha stops by, so on and so forth. So later on down the line, she reveals. Let me just say this: the foreshadowing of Tommy finding out that Ghost saved him was the fact that his mother talked about when they were coming up, and Tommy being the only white kid in the
He used to
neighborhood,
get his ass kicked.
and Ghost being the one
Ghost
to
would
protect
come in
him.
and cancel some Christmases.
Right, absolutely.
Sure would.
So they kind of
So
tease
yeah, they
you with
set the
that.
seeds of Tommy realizing that whatever he and Ghost are going through isn't that serious. So that's one of the moments. He even, as his mother's about to leave, he pulls her. Mom, all that stuff you were saying about Ghost, is that true?
Right.
And she confirms. She said, yeah, he's like a son to me.
Absolutely.
And then they engage in that weird kiss, which creeped everyone out.
I don't know what that was about.
Correct.
That was a little bit weird. And so, come to find out, he realizes that it wasn't Lobos, it was actually the Koreans. But Holly was stuck in her ways. I mean, it was one of the reasons why we hated her in the first place is, you know, she didn't know what she was doing. She got in too deep, and she confronts Tommy about it. And Tommy's not having it. Tommy's, go save my life.
Matter of fact, I need to reach out to him. I've been avoiding him. I need to go find him. And she was saying no.
She said, absolutely not. I already ordered out a hit. I contacted the Jamaicans. They're on their way to get rid of Ghost. So Tommy starts spazzing out, and he did what, you know, a lot of boyfriends do when they're upset with their girls.
He used the C word.
Well, yeah. Well, we're not all not
a word of the month.
We're not Tommy or anything, but you know, it got a little physical, and then he choked her.
I'm gonna be fair. He tried to get her to leave.
Yes.
He said, "Get out."
Yes.
And when he did that, she was on some, "No, what do you mean I should leave?" Blah 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 blah. So she hit him.
Yes.
And then they started their fisticuffs. Now, granted, he didn't mean to kill her.
No, not at all.
But think about the word she said. She basically said, now that Ghost is not there anymore, you don't exist. That will shut everybody's lights out.
That was the point where
that's it.
That was the tipping point for him. Because then you're kind of...
Anybody who go nuts.
I mean, that's always been the reputation about Tommy is that he's nothing without Ghost.
And Tasha suffers the same thing. Like they both are in that shadow.
Right. What was your reaction when you saw it happen? I mean, I guess you knew before actually seeing the episode, but
thanks, guys.
But actually, when you actually see her pass away,
you know, I'm like most people. We all wanted her to die, and we all hated her character.
Yes, right.
It was the way she died that I didn't care.
I didn't like
the fact that Tommy killed her, killed his unborn, and I just didn't like how he killed her. It's one thing if like Lobos shot her or something, Kanan, whoever, Ghost, that'd be one thing. Then we can all get up and slow clap. But the fact that Tommy killed her and the way he killed her, choking her to death like that, it was too rough for me.
And the disposing of the body and
man. I mean, it was tough. I mean, just even Tommy's reaction afterwards, just him on the floor like a kid.
Yeah.
Just on some, what the hell did I just do?
Right.
Like it was kind of it was tough to watch.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
So because we'd been asking for Holly to go away in some way.
Oh yeah.
She finally goes away, but it's still.
But there's no satisfaction there.
Yeah.
And you know what? Salute to that actress. I can't remember her real name for the life of me. Forgive me. She played a hell of a role.
Yes, she did.
I barely hate females like that I don't sleep with. But I couldn't stand her.
Yeah.
Shout out to those of you I hate that I've slept with. But the point is, I barely hate females like that.
Right.
I probably haven't hated a female like that on TV since Peggy Bundy.
Right.
I couldn't stand her. Yeah.
That voice.
Like, it is what it is.
That's fair.
But like, I mean, she brought out emotion out of everyone, and she's arguably the best character on that show acting-wise.
Right.
It's a huge loss for him.
Right. But one good thing that did come out of it was the fact that Ghost and Tommy got to reconnect. I mean, you see them in the car. They finally speak.
That's right.
And he's, let's get Lobos together. And they do their little
the
things.
fist pound. Exactly. Tune in next week.
Yeah.
That's what we try to
Only on Stars.
As we try to get Lobos.
That's right.
So that was, that's something we've been asking for. But one thing about Stars, and about this series, that they're not making it easy.
No.
Another aspect of this whole thing was, so Ruiz is cooperating with the feds. To what extent was the biggest issue? Was he just going to dime out Lobos, or was he going to get rid of the whole chain of command? Right. Which was it was so crazy, and this is what I have a problem with. Okay. Angie's way into deep now. She's way
totally
into
corrupt.
You could see Greg Knox. He's infatuated with
blowing her cover.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's all he's in it for.
I mean, he gonna get his dumb ass killed, but I don't blame him.
He's
Right.
killed.
No,
He's
I don't blame.
I don't blame him at all.
He's next.
Right. He's next. Yeah. But I had, like Bino said, I don't knock his motives. Okay. But for Angie, to interrupt that whole thing and go to Ruiz and say, listen, you can get off with the case, the federal case, and not do the death penalty or not get life. If you only just get rid of Lobos, that's all we need. And Ruiz agrees to, I'm only gonna snitch on Lobos, and that'd be it. But the problem I have is this Angie is
She comes in and convinces Ruiz on some, look, go save your life, and your Sadado Nation,
Right,
is that what it is?
Sadado Nation,
Say, doesn't he doesn't betray someone who saves your
Right.
life or whatever. Like, kind of puts
Right.
it into perspective. She walks out the room, even he says it in Spanish, witch.
Yeah.
Like,
Bruja.
Right.
yeah, like, I mean, she's over her
I
head
just don't
big
like
time.
now. She's gonna lose either way. If you really think about it,
her job or Ghost, one or the other,
or
And-
both.
Yeah.
which is very likely.
Very likely.
Very likely. She's not
Because
clean.
if Ghost goes away, and she's obviously connected with
yeah,
him.
they're gonna be loving each other through that glass.
No, I think she may get killed too. I have a feeling like towards the end, something crazy is gonna happen where she's gonna get.
Nah,
like,
I just
stuck
I
in
don't
too
know.
deep.
Well, you know what? You
I don't know,
yeah,
yo. The way you was on that Holly prediction, you
Yeah,
might be right.
we gotta give you
What
credit
other
for that.
ridiculous prediction?
Oh,
We'll get to predictions in a second, but
Yeah, that was a little bit concerning. And then you also had the situation where the actual hit out on Ghost, which was nerve wracking because from the way I looked at it, I really thought Tariq was gonna get hit.
yo, and he doesn't know better. He's in the car listening to Soulja Boy, and no stupid shit, not knowing that his father got like 3 angry Jamaicans with AKs,
Right, and beef
about to
patty.
blow his head. Exactly.
Cocoa bread on top of it.
Cocoa bread in the back, man. Ready to blow his dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready to
The-
tear him up. Like,
As a father,
and he has
I think
no
you can
idea.
relate, Yeah.
bro, and Ghost. That's one of the first times you see Ghost shook.
Yeah,
Like Ghost was shook. Ghost looked back at his kid. You know, probably on some, yo, is this the last image
Yeah.
I'm gonna have?
Yeah.
Is this the last image my child's gonna see of me? Like,
right. And mind you,
Crazy.
Tariq has been getting in trouble. He's trying
you're
to
already bringing guns to school and
right,
shit.
but
So
he
you
brought
can
him to the
imagine.
club, trying to have him earn stripes, and I didn't know how it was gonna end. To be quite honest with you, it's so funny with this series. They hit you with the obvious, but it's not obvious. The fact that his security team saved his life. You're like, oh snap! I did forget about them.
When they were told not
Not
to
to.
follow him.
Yes.
Which
Who
is crazy.
is this dude? I'm trying to figure
Yo,
this guy's angle.
Somebody said it. Shout out to my homie Derek Reynolds. Someone said it on his thread today. It was funny as hell. Somebody was like, "Yo, Ghost been trying to fire those security dudes about 3 different
Yeah,
times."
exactly.
Real shit. Like it's the most uncomfortable. You know, we'll just talk about it later.
Right,
He stayed trying to fire them dudes.
right. And they saved his life.
That-
They literally saved
Yo.
his life.
I ain't seen
Pinpointed
Jamaicans
that
get
aim.
done like that since like
For
the
real.
whole Steven Seagal movies and some shit.
You know what's funny? The safety was off anything. They could have accidentally shot Ghost from getting shot.
They got
He
done
was
up.
quick.
I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be Tariq, though. I thought it was going to
it
be a
was too.
rain of fire. A Ghost was going to get it away from it in some way. But I thought it was going to hit Tariq.
If it did hit Tariq,
Oh.
then it's Ghost's ass for real because Tasha's not playing.
Oh no.
Oh,
You saw how shook he was in the car? Don't argue with me, boy.
We going home. The second time
your
he's raised
seatbelt
his
on.
voice the whole series.
yeah, right.
The other time, I think we all
Seatbelt
remember.
up.
Go! The second time Ghost has raised his voice the whole series.
Right.
Very
And-
mild-mannered
Yeah.
guy.
Absolutely. And so at the end, you see him have a perspective on life. Like, you know what? This is the girl I want to be with. And, Angie is the one. And, he hands over the separation papers, and she can't really believe it. And so, but there's still something skeptical about that relationship. I mean, you obviously see them in having a tough time. Yeah, they're having turbulent times right now. So, you're seeing Ghost shook for the first time, which was just shocking to me. And now you kind of don't know where it leads, what's going to happen now with their relationship.
Well, he got the divorce papers.
Well, right, the separation paper. They,
Yeah.
he had,
Which is going to be a new level of stress. As you know, Tasha
Tasha
ain't sitting
ain't
down.
having that, yeah.
She ain't taking that lightly. So get ready for that.
And what did you guys think about the reintroduction of Kanan
So-
back into New York?
I was going to talk about that. There's 2 scenes that really struck to me, and it had to be with the children. The fact that, Ghost's son was about to get done off, and then afterwards you see Kanan holding his daughter,
Andre's daughter.
Andre's daughter, yes, and about to throw out the window with no problem.
Like,
I don't.
son, I've said it before in these reviews, yo. I want nothing to do with an invitation to Kanan's parties. Anything to
Nah.
do with Kanan, yo. Kanan is dirty, B.
Right.
Yo,
Nah.
the little girl had Afro puffs for the love of God, yo.
You see how scared she was?
Yeah.
Son. I
After
was like,
laughing?
yes.
Yeah.
Yo, if he had done something to that baby girl, I don't know, son.
That would have been bad.
It'd have been real bad,
That
man.
would have been really bad.
Stars would have got quite the letter. quite the angry letter, B. I let that cat shit rock in the beginning of the season, yo.
Right.
This I'm not letting rock, yo.
But now, obviously, Kanan is back in New York. He does it off the daughter. Now, Andre is kind of, he had to say whatever he had to say to save his daughter's life, but you don't know if he's serious when he says, I'm in a better position than I was when you left.
No.
Meaning, listen, I'm in now. I'm with Ghost. I'm in his circle. I can do more damage now than before.
Who does he betray? That's the
Right.
thing. Does he betray Ghost? Does he betray Kanan?
It don't
now,
matter.
It's a matter. No, because it's a matter of respect and it's a matter of fear.
Yeah, you're right.
So what's stronger, your fear of Kanan,
Right.
or your respect for Ghost and what he can do for you and your daughter?
Right.
As far as Kanan is concerned, he don't care. He's gonna use him for what he got. He's gonna do the same thing that he did with the robbery. Peace, nigga.
But again, if you link with Ghost, Ghost can outsmart Kanan. I mean, he's a step ahead of Kanan anyway.
Right.
So I mean, it's whatever choice Dre decides to make.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
Which side do you think he takes, though?
I think he did what he had to do to get out that situation, get his daughter out the damn air.
Right.
But now, what's he gonna do going forward?
I hope he plays smart, knows that the fact that Kanan crossed that line, he ain't gonna be loyal.
And keep in mind, he's clearly bored with the lifestyle.
yeah.
But it's like being an adult now. You do things for your kids.
Right.
You know, you make these sacrifices.
Right.
So being bored is a sacrifice to give a better life for your
I
child.
mean, working in a club. I mean, how
Yeah.
bored,
Punish me. Oh, I'd love to work with Shrew. Right, please punish me.
Right.
What? I get to tutor your badass kid? Well, please,
Exactly,
whatever.
yeah. He's your assistant.
Yeah, whatever.
Right. Right. No, I agree. So we saw the previews for the next episode. Before we got on, before we started recording, to me it looks like it's going to be a big letdown.
How
just for
can
the
it measure?
Yeah, just for the simple fact that I mean, let's look at the season so far. I mean, you had said it last review that the season's probably been the worst of the 3 seasons. I don't know if this redeems the whole season.
Big
but,
time it does.
Oh,
to me.
you
Big
in your
time.
opinion?
I think so.
I think everyone that was talking about how boring this season was, yo, if episode 5 ain't get you, yo, go watch something else. Go see what Murder She Wrote talking about. Like, this is a crazy.
Right.
It doesn't get much better. This was damn near a season finale.
Yeah.
Right.
In the middle of the season or the beginning of the season, I should say. So like,
Yeah.
That Jamaican scene was probably the pivotal
The
point.
Jamaican scene was
pivotal.
you're sitting there like, is Ghost gonna go?
dang, how does he get out of this?
Right. Well, we know Ghost is not gonna die. I mean, the
Yeah,
whole
but
series
again,
is over.
but the fact of the matter is, again, you
Yeah.
got 3 bumperclots with their guns right in front of you. What the hell are you gonna do? Ghost
Well,
ain't
yeah,
no gun
Huck
on him.
went.
Exactly. You had Buju Beanie and Bounty Killer right in front of him.
Yeah.
So what's he gonna do?
So what are we expecting? I mean, with from the previews we saw of the next episode, looks like the whole premise of it is trying to transport Lobos out of federal custody
Correct.
and protecting them, because now Ghost and Tommy are teaming up to get rid of Lobos.
Ghost tries to fire his security team again.
Well, yeah, probably. I think we're going to find out a little bit more about his security team now, because you got to remember that scene where his security team saw him save Tommy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like,
It's gonna be on some I know what you did last summer shit.
Right.
Like you're not gonna fire them cleanly.
Right.
And that dude alone, yo, he's so corrupt. He only lets you know what he wants you to know.
Right.
And he keeps asking Ghost these funny questions, and he just says little slick shit that lets you know he's a
Right.
slick dude. Oh yeah, your son's a handsome kid.
Yeah,
Something
that
about
right
the way
there.
he said that
That
was
was-
kind of
yeah,
like,
that right there.
Ghost, I hope you know what I'm
Stay with
saying?
your kids, man.
Something doesn't
Stay with me,
seem
kids.
right with that guy. I mean, he did save the man's life.
He needs something. He needs
So what do you
something.
guys think is going to happen now? I think Angie definitely needs to watch out now. Especially if Tasha gets served those separation papers.
Man, listen,
You know,
she ain't gonna have to worry about Knox
yeah.
and Sandoval and the rest of them.
I think it's going to get a lot worse, a whole lot
Yeah.
worse.
I think
I
that
think she's in way too deep, way too deep.
he's going to fire the security team from the club, but I think he's going to use them outside of it. And also, he's now getting Dre involved because remember, he texted Dre
Right,
and said he's going to need that favor.
right,
So this is where it's going to get interesting as far as what Dre is going to do, what Dre is going to decide.
right. This is probably It's been I remember you text me. You said you have got to watch this episode.
There's no way we can let this rock,
got the
yo.
call.
We weren't down. We weren't down
I
on the
called
season.
everybody.
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 Shout out to everybody on social media saying Happy Holly Death Day or
Yes.
You scumbags.
Shout out to people that actually
With your
put the
rest in
money
peace
dance.
T-shirts and
Yeah.
shit. Yes.
They were dancing around with that. Oh my goodness, man! With the theme song on top of it, money dance.
Unbelievable.
All right, man. It's a Sunday morning breakfast radio show presents the Power Review Show. This was episode 305. Help me. We say goodbye to Holly. Who are you more glad to see gone, Sean or Holly?
Holly, sorry.
Yeah, Holly, definitely. Sean's only crime was being corny. This boy got a lot of crimes. She got a laundry list.
Yeah.
But to her defense, Tommy's the reason for a lot of that. Like,
No, but she stuck her nose in a lot of
Yeah, but
business that
Tommy
didn't-
pushed
she
it
didn't
there
need to.
too. There was a lot of pillow talk, and
That's very true.
Why does
Okay.
Tommy have to know about the Jamaicans?
That's yeah.
Oh, you saw his face when he said that? No.
He thought Ghost was gone. When you said I
Yeah.
went to the Jamaicans.
So what made him go crazy.
Oh, it was crazy. All right, man. Check out our Sunday Morning Breakfast radio show on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Sunday Morning Breakfast, and on Soundcast FM every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. only on Soundcast FM. For Preach, Bino, Voice, we will be back next week. And enjoy Power, man. It's crazy.